Hello everyone, this is Pranita here. Welcome to my channel Desire to Learn Pathshala. So now we are going to know about the poem How Doth the Little Busy Bee and a parody. So first we'll recite the poem, then we'll know about the poet, then paraphrase, then about glossary and lastly about the rhyme scheme. So let's recite the poem. How doth the little busy bee improve his shining hour and gather honey all the day from every opening flower? How skillfully she builds her cell, how neat she spread her wax, and labors hard to store it well with the sweet food she makes. Isaac Watts. Now let's know about the poet. So this poem has been written by Isaac Watts. He was born on 17th July 1674 at Southampton, United Kingdom, and he died on 25th November 1748 at London, UK. His notable work: he was an English Christian minister, hymn writer. Hymn is a religious song or a poem of praise to God, जिसमें भगवान की तारीफ करते हुए कोई सॉन्ग या गाना गाते हैं तो हम उसको हिम कहते हैं. Writer, theologian and logician. He was a prolific and popular hymn writer and he is credited with some 750 hymns. He is recognized as a godfather of English hymnody. So this means a singer or a composer of hymns. Now let's understand about the poem. So let's know about the first stanza. How doth the little busy bee improve his shining hour and gather honey all the day from every opening flower? So the poet tells us about the little busy bee. छोटी सी बी मधुमक्खी के बारे में पोएट यहाँ पे कह रहे हैं. Little bee is so busy and she is more energetic and she works hour after hour and works even harder as the day goes by. पूरा दिन वो काम करती रहती है. He also wonder, वो और सोचता है, how she able to gather honey all the day long, moving from flower to flower. पूरा दिन जैसे ही फूल खिलते हैं वैसे एक फूल से दूसरे फूल जाकर यह हनी भी कैसे शहद इकट्ठा करती है, कितना काम करती है. Glossary dot, this is verb, this is old English verb, old English word, does, करती है, कर देती है. Now let's know about second stanza. How skillfully she builds herself, how neat she spread her wax, and labors hard to store it well with the sweet food she makes. Isaac Watts. Now let's know about the second stanza. So now in stanza, the poet tells us that honeybee skillfully, very cleverly, कुशलता से builds the cell, छत्ते बनाती है. Inside the honeycomb, very cleverता से, कुशलता से वो honeycomb यानी मधुकोश में छत्ते बनाती है. And the bee spread the wax. She secretes, she produces wax to make honeycombs. And she make honey from the nectar. कहाँ से बनाती है वो honey? nectar से. Nectar is the part that attract insect which is in the flower. और उससे फूलों का सार लेती है, juice from the flower लेती है. She works very hard to store the honey in the cell. उसको वो स्टोर करने के लिए बहुत मेहनत करती है. So शहद जो है सेल के अंदर फ्लावर से निकाल के वो हनीकॉम्ब के सेल के अंदर उसको इकट्ठा करती है, बहुत काम करती है. Glossary, skillfully, this is adverb, cleverly, कुशलता से. Labors, this is work, physical work, श्रम. Now let's know about the next poem. A parody. So first we know about the poem How Doth the Little Busy Bee, and now a parody. So there is some connection between this both the poem. It shows comparison between crocodile and a bee in very playful and comical way. So parody means what? A playful comical poem. हास्य कविता हम उसे कहते हैं. In short, we say a poem that is funny. So crocodile, it is described in a funny way. वो पूरे playful manner में crocodile को यहाँ पे describe किया गया है and it is compared with the bee. So first let's recite the poem, a parody. How doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? How cheerfully he swims to green, how neatly spread his claws, and welcome little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. Lewis Carroll. Now let's know about the poet. So, this poem has been written by Lewis Carroll. He was born on 26th Jan 1832 at Daresbury, England. He died on 14th January at Guildford, England. His notable work, Alice Adventures in Wonderland, Through the Looking Glass, The Hunting of the Snarky, etc. These are some his notable works. Now let's know about the poem. So, how doth the little crocodile improve his shining tail and pour the waters of the Nile on every golden scale? Let's know about the first stanza. So, in the first stanza, the poet is talking about the crocodile that lives in the river Nile. River Nile में ये crocodile रहता है. And this crocodile impress his looks by pouring water on his body. सुंदर दिखने के लिए वो क्या कर रहा है? Sorry, improve his look. अपने रूप को improve करने के लिए is pouring water on his body. सुंदर दिखने के लिए वो अपने शरीर पे पानी डाल रहा है. And which makes crocodile shine. उससे वो एकदम चमकीला दिखता है. And the scale appear golden under the rays of sun. और उसकी स्किन जो है जैसे ही सूरज की किरणें पड़ती है तो गोल्डन सुनहरी दिखाई देती है. This will make him look very attractive to the fishes that he wants to prey. जिस फिशेस को खाना चाहता है मछलियों को, उसको वो इतना सुंदर बन के अट्रैक्ट करता है और बाद में मछलियों को निगल जाता है. A parody, a playful comical poem. Now let's know about the second stanza. How cheerfully he swims to green, how neatly spreads his claws, and welcomes little fishes in with gently smiling jaws. Lewis Carroll. Now let's know about the second stanza. The poet is talking about the crocodile cheerfully grins and smiles. But his smile is a mask. उसके स्माइल के पीछे नकाब है, नकाब छुपा हुआ है, उसका फेस पे नकाब है. He put to hide his real intention of attracting fish. वो शांत स्माइल रख के फिशों को आकर्षित कर रहा है. उसके इरादे गंदे हैं. Behind the fake smile is a beast. एक जानवर छुपा हुआ है, एक राक्षस छुपा हुआ है. He neatly spreads his claws and all the while lurking and waiting for an opportunity to strike at the innocent little fishes. So वो एक वेट कर रहा है कि कभी पंजे फैला के बैठा है, कभी मुझे चांस मिले और मैं प्रहार कर लूं, मैं स्ट्राइक कर लूं. So the crocodile has a mouth with a long pointed dangerous teeth. उसका मुंह बड़ा है, pointed teeth है and he invite fishes into his mouth. वो मछली को इनवाइट कर रहा है, उनको खाने के लिए अपने माउथ में बैठा है कि कब आए और मैं कब खा लूं. So green verbs smile broadly. Muskan. We understand from this poem. What message we get from the poem? See, in society also various people we meet. So some people outwardly seem friendly. बहुत अच्छे लगते हैं बाहर से हमें. But might these people waiting for an opportunity to strike at innocent people who may be unaware of their real malicious harmful intention. मगर वो किसी मौके की तलाश में हो, उनके अंदर कुछ अलग ही भावना हो और वो मौका मिलते ही कुछ गलत कर बैठे हमारे साथ. So here poet is warning us to be very careful while dealing with others and not get carried away by their sweet smile or attractive looks. तो हमें लोगों को पहचानना सीखना है। हम उनके सुंदर चेहरे या फिर हमेशा तारीफ करते हैं हमारी, वो स्वीट बोलते हैं, तो ऐसे लोगों को हमें पहचानना है। एंड एज we see two poems together. First is How Doth the Little Bee Sing, then parody. So here comparison is given. So as we compare Little Bee and Crocodile, they both are not gentle. वो दोनों भी gentle नहीं, दोनों भी सौम्य नहीं है। Bee can sting, वो हमें काटती है, and a crocodile can bite, मगरमच्छ तो हमें खा जाता है। But a bee is hardworking and useful, वो बहुत hardworking है, बहुत मेहनत करती है। And whereas crocodile is very lazy and dangerous, वो बहुत lazy है, dangerous है। So दोनों भी harmful होने के बावजूद भी bee जो है, she is very hardworking, so she has good points too. She is very dedicated to her work. But crocodile का ऐसा नहीं है, वो बहुत lazy है and dangerous है. So that we learn from this poem. Now let's know about the rhyme scheme. So this is the first poem and this is second poem. So let's see the first poem. So as we see the first stanza, first line, last word B denote as a A. B it doesn't have any rhyming sound, so it is A. Now see the second line, last word hour. Similar sound we can see in the fourth line, flower. So rhyming sound is same, so BB. Then third line is a C. So first stanza is A B C B. Now come to second stanza. Sail, this is D. Same sound we can see in well. Sell well, so it is DD. Wax, it is E. Next, then F. So because we don't have any rhyming sound, so it is E and F. So second stanza it is D E D F. Now see the second poem, parody. So here crocodile, first line, last word crocodile. Same sound we can see in third line, Nile, A. So same sound. Now see the second line, tail, last word. Same sound we can see in the scale. So B, rhyme sound. So at this stanza, A, B. Now go to second stanza, green. Same sound we can see in, green, in. Now second line, last word, cloth. Same sound we can see in George, so it is DD. So rhyme scheme is CD. So these are the rhyme scheme of the poem. Hope you understand the poem. Thank you.